morning, good afternoon, and good evening, NAF Atsugi Facebook friends and fans. We're here for another edition of Sailor of the Week with Lena Childs from Ridgecrest, California, and Master Chief Carlton Duncan. And Master Chief is enjoying this one. He only has a few left before he transfers down to Sasebo.
Counting them down, sir.
Absolutely. You looking forward to it?
Yes, sir, I am.
Awesome. So Lena works here at the MWR Athletic Department. You've been here for about a year.
Yep.
Where'd you come from?
We were stationed in Bremerton, Washington prior to being here.
So what brought you to Japan? Were you told to come here? Or
we were
was there a job
voluntold
that
to
popped?
come here. So my husband took orders here, and we decided after lots of decisions that the kids and I would come with him. So here we are.
Awesome. And what'd you do in Bremerton before you got here?
We were only in Bremerton for about a year, so I just stayed home with the kids during that time.
Okay. So you got here and a little bored, you wanted a job, so...
Yeah, my oldest started school, my youngest is in preschool now, so just time, and just happened to get lucky and have the right job in my job field pop open, so I was excited to see that and take off with it.
Awesome. So you mentioned you had a couple kids. Is it Ariana and Tiana?
Yes, Ariana and Tiana.
How old are they?
I have a 6-year-old and a 5-year-old.
Awesome. So 6-year-old, is that pre-K or
I
kindergarten?
have a first grader, and then one attends a K4 class off base.
Oh, awesome. So tell us a little bit about what you do here at MWR. What are your day-to-day responsibilities?
As the sports coordinator here, I'm in charge of all the adult sports leagues on base. I help put on any of the fun runs, the triathlons, the duathlons. So basically anytime there's an adult sporting event, then I'm involved in it.
So there was a sprint triathlon that just happened, right?
Yes, in September.
How was that?
It was awesome. It was a little stressful, but I'm
I'm
glad
sure
to
it
have the
was.
first one under the belt. So
Yeah.
hopefully next year it goes a little bit smoother.
So when did your pack come off from that triathlon? When it started, or when everybody was done and everything was packed away?
It was once everything was done. The timing was interesting, but we have a new timing machine, so it should make life a little easier for the next one.
Awesome. Do you compete in any of that stuff?
Not necessarily any of the long distance runs. Basketball events, I'm more than happy to put a jersey and some shoes on, but not much of a runner.
Yeah, so you played hoops.
Yes.
Did you play in high school at Burroughs and Ridgecrest?
Yes, I played in high school for 4 years, and then 2 years at the junior college there in Ridgecrest, and then I transferred for 2 years to Cal State Bakersfield and played there.
Oh, awesome. So how was the competition in Ridgecrest? Were you the numero uno?
No,
point
not really.
guard?
We had some really good players, but coming from a small school, when you transfer to the big leagues, kind of get your bubble popped. So
Yeah.
some of them got their bubbles popped, and I just kept at it and wasn't always the best player on the team, but enjoyed just traveling with the basketball team and playing in college.
Yeah, awesome. So coming to Atsugi, Japan is a little bit different than Ridgecrest, California.
Yeah.
So one thing I can think of when I think of Ridgecrest is just brown and dirt, right?
Yes, a lot of dirt out there.
Do you miss it?
I miss the sun. I
Yeah.
can say that. I miss the warm, sunny days, but other than that, I miss the family there, but it's not my choice of places to go.
So your parents own a Charlie's Sub Shop by
Yes.
Home Depot there on the main drag, and the Baskin Robbins.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they're rooted there for a while, so
Yeah.
we'll continue to visit there
Awesome.
quite frequently.
Did they put you to work there when you were in high school?
Many a times. Every time the summer came for college and all throughout high school, once they started those, I was in there. So
Were you scooping ice cream or
yeah,
making
scooping
subs
ice
or
cream
both?
most of the time. They didn't open the sandwich shop till I got married, so it was a while down the road.
So you just go back and get free sandwiches for your family, and you don't have to.
Once in a while,
Do they
yeah.
make them for yourself? at
No,
least?
no.
Awesome. Okay. You want to go into the news topics there, Master Chief?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Starting off with Tony Horton. Are you ready to sweat? Come and get a great workout with one of the biggest names in fitness, Tony Horton, the master behind P90X. Tony has spent the last 20 years sharing his fitness expertise with professional athletes, movie celebrities, and in the homes of more than 1 million people with his collection of workout programs. Come join Armed Forces Entertainment at Atsugi MWR and Tony Horton for 2 sessions at Halsey Gym on Tuesday, November 19th from 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. and from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m.
So, have you ever done a P90X workout?
Yes, sir, I have.
Did you make it through the whole program,
No,
or
sir.
just do a couple of them?
No, sir.
Yeah,
By week 2, yeah, I was finished.
yeah. So the yoga for me was the hardest. Yeah. How about you?
The resistance bands, that was, kept punching myself in the face for some reason.
Is that what happened?
That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Roger
sir.
that. Yeah, the yoga was tough. I didn't start doing this till I was in my mid-30s, and I couldn't make it through the whole yoga workout. So I'm looking forward to going and seeing Tony and seeing exactly what he's going to do in 1 hour. I'm sure it's not going to be easy.
No.
Have you ever done one?
Yes, I have.
Did you make it through the whole program, or
Whole
just
program, yes.
big difference?
Yes.
Awesome.
So,
You didn't punch yourself in the face like the Master Chief.
no.
Okay.
The Atsugi's Officer Spouse Association is hosting the 8th Annual Atsugi Bazaar at Ranger Gym on Saturday, November 23rd, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Sunday, November 24th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. There will be jewelry, antiques, ornaments, home goods, and more. The proceeds will benefit the NAF Atsugi community.
So I don't know if you guys have been to the Yamato Shrine Sale or the Machida Shrine Sale, but there's a lot of eclectic stuff that you can buy out at those shrine sales. And it's kind of a hassle to get there and park and pay for parking in those little parking spots with our giant American-sized minivans. So it's nice that those shrine sales are coming here to Atsugi, and I heard you can get some pretty neat stuff there. Navy Region Japan Regional Fire and Emergency Services will be conducting hydrant flow tests for all hydrants on board NAF Atsugi on Friday, November 22nd and Saturday, November 23rd from 8:30 to 4:30 p.m. Please be mindful while driving, walking, or running in the vicinity of the test areas.
CNRJ Regional Fire and Emergency Services would like to remind everyone to use caution this holiday season in regards to fire. Here are a few safety tips. Prevent kitchen fires. Watch what you are cooking and never leave it unattended. Keep all combustible materials away from the stove areas. Do not use deep turkey fryers. They are dangerous and are not approved by underwriters of factory mutual laboratories. Only propane barbecue grills are authorized to be used at the high-rise tower apartments. Keep your children 3 feet away from the stove area. Keep your exit way clear and unobstructed at all times. Call 911 or 046-763-0911 for all emergencies. For any questions or concerns regarding these safety tips, please call 264-2652 or 3094.
I think that the hardest ones on this one are watch what you're cooking, never leave it unattended. I have a smoker in my backyard, and to cook an 8-pound pork butt or a turkey 3-4 hours, standing there is going to be difficult, and keeping your children 3 feet away from the stove area is also a challenge. So those are two we really need to focus on.
Well, sir, I know some grown-ups that need to be 3 feet away from cooking areas. There's just some people that just don't belong in the kitchen at all. So just do us all a favor.
Okay.
The Navy Exchange is hiring for the holiday season. Seasonal, part-time, and full-time positions are now available. If interested, please visit www.navyexchange.jobs.
Okay. Due to the Thanksgiving holiday, the Public Affairs Office will be shooting full-length photos on Wednesday, November 20th from 9 to 11 a.m. and rosters on Thursday, November 21st from 9 to 11 a.m. No appointments are needed. Just walk on in during the time specified. If you have any questions or concern, please call 264-4455.
Starting on Monday, November 25th, the commissary will be scanning ID cards. This is to help the commissary verify eligibility, determine usage by service, and better understand the customers to improve the benefit. For more information about ID card scanning, please visit the FAQ page under the Customer Service tab at www.commissaries.com.
Due to Thanksgiving, the commissary will be open Monday, November 15th through Wednesday, November 27th from 8:30 a.m. to 7 p.m., but will be closed Thursday, November 28th and Friday, November 29th. Please plan accordingly.
And I asked Rose, the manager from the commissary, if there's ever a giant run on turkeys. I was getting a bit nervous. We have a bunch of folks coming over, and I was going to go and take as many turkeys as I could and store them in my 2 refrigerators, but she assures me they will not run out of turkeys.
Oh, it's a little known fact there. They also keep whole hogs there as well, too.
I did not know that.
Yes, sir. I did one last year. I'm going to do the same thing again this year.
for Thanksgiving, or just is that like
Just
a
for
normal
Thanksgiving, sir.
Dunkin' function to have a whole hog?
Well, you know, at the Duncan household, sir, we always do it big. So.
Awesome. So how do you cook a whole hog? Do you just throw it in the oven or on the grill?
Oh, on the grill, sir. Smoke it. Slow and low, sir. That's how you do it.
How long does it take to cook?
Oh, about maybe 8 to 9 hours.
Do you put an electronic thermometer in it?
Yes, sir, I do.
So correct me if I'm wrong, the pork will heat up pretty quick to get about 150, 155.
Well,
and
actually,
then
you want the pork to heat up very slowly.
Right, but
So-
it gets to that 150, 155 point, and then it takes a while for the stuff to break down.
And you want to keep it there.
And then it'll accelerate up to 190, which is when the collagen is broken down and you can actually pull the pork apart.
Sir, you are a rocket scientist on pork, sir. So.
Roger that. Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay. Well, that's all we have for the community update. Before we read the Bravo Zulus, let's see what messages MWR has for the week.
Ready to sweat with one of the biggest names in fitness? Tony Horton, the master behind P90X, will be here on Tuesday, November 19th for 2 workout sessions. Join us at Halsey Gym from 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. and again from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. 'Tis the season for lots of parties with tempting foods. Visit us at Ranger Gym's Health and Wellness Center this week to weigh in for our holiday Maintain Don't Gain Challenge. Rosters are due by Friday, November 22nd to participate in this year's Turkey Bowl flag football games. Games will be taking place on November 29th, December 7th, and December 8th. Celebrate the month of the military family with us every Wednesday night in November. Gather up the family and enjoy 2 for the price of 1 pool fees at Ranger Indoor Pool from 5 to 8 p.m. Now back to Captain's Call.
Awesome. Welcome back to another edition of Captain's Call. We're here with Master Chief Carlton Duncan, eagerly counting down the weeks until he heads down to Sasebo. And I'm trying to convince him to sell me his BMW, but apparently he's taking it with him.
Taking baby with me, sir.
Roger that. And Lena Childs, our Sailor of the Week from Ridgecrest, California. Master Chief, he got out a pen and paper and he was showing me some different cuts of the whole hog and the most enjoyable parts for him. So we'll continue that conversation later, Master Chief.
Yes, sir.
Well done. Believe it or not, we don't have any ice comments this week, so we're just going to have some Bravo Zulus. But before we go into that, let's talk about Thanksgiving in the Child's household. So what do you like to cook for Thanksgiving?
Well, typically when my husband's home, he has an electric turkey fryer, so he usually will fry a turkey. Electric, not propane, not quite as scary. So usually he'll fry a turkey, but he will not be with us this year, so we will probably be going to a friend's house for dinner this year, so I'll be kind of off the hook, luckily, for most of it.
Are you going to at least attempt to bring something to your friend's house?
Yeah, I'll be bringing probably dessert. That's typically what I get selected to bring.
And what do you like to make?
I'm a big fan of making pies, and I have a French silk pie that I got the recipe from my mother-in-law, so that's a big hit
French
that I usually bring.
silk pie. Sounds like pretty labor-intensive.
It's not as bad as you would think.
Yeah, how long does it take you to make?
Just about an hour, so has to stay cold for a while, but it doesn't take long to whip up.
So obviously it's a pie, so there's crust. And is there some kind of creme fraiche being French?
No, the crust is mostly just nuts and coconut. I don't eat any gluten, so it's actually one of the few things that I bake that I can eat. So maybe that's why I take it everywhere secretly.
Okay. So if you were to have Thanksgiving at your house, what would besides the fried turkey, what other kind of sides you guys have?
We would have probably a lot of ribs, that's typical, and then typically dirty rice, macaroni and cheese, some collard greens. Those are all fairly typical at the house.
No candied yams or anything like that?
No, I'm not a fan of the marshmallows on top of the yams. My mother would not be happy with that decision, so we'll have some baked ones, but no marshmallows at the house.
So I grew up in Rhode Island and going to my grandparents' house, rotating back and forth from my house to my grandparents' house every year. You eat the same things every time, and turnips, squash, which some people call squish, right? The green bean casserole, the onions on top of them, the hard onions. Turkey, obviously, and some brown gravy and mashed potatoes and stuffing, and that was it. So it's nice to hear that there are some other traditions out there. Ribs, I've never heard anybody having ribs for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Now, whole hogs, I'm truly educated. So how about you, Master Chief? Besides the whole hog, what do you guys fire up?
Turkey, ham, the hog, of course, fried chicken. We might do a roast. But like I said, we always invite a lot of people over, have other families over. We also invite some sailors over to the house.
Yeah.
So we feed quite a few people.
So is Edie in charge of Thanksgiving, or are you in charge of Thanksgiving?
Well, my wife is very good at you go here, you go here, you go here, and I'm very good at yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes ma'am. So I'm usually in the kitchen, sir.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's go into the Bravo Zulus.
All right. Bravo Zulu. This one's for the bowling alley. I would like to say that we have visited the bowling alley for various events and activities recently. The one staff member, Jeremy, has been kind and provided excellent customer service. We will continue to make the bowling alley into our weekly routine. We also have another one for the bowling alley. My family has been to the bowling alley several times over the past few weeks, including Halloween and the no school party. Each time we have received excellent service from the staff, and the facility has always been clean. One employee, Jeremy, has always gone out of his way to make sure the visit was pleasant. Thank you to the bowling alley staff for a job well done. And then we have two for youth sports. The first says, Coach Sam and Coach Kilgore were wonderful coaches during the youth boys 7 to 9 soccer season. I truly appreciate their dedication and kindness to the kids this season. The second one is also for Coach Sam and Coach Kilgore. They were great coaches. My child enjoyed the dedication and leadership with the team. Highly recommend them to coach my child and others.
Awesome. Sounds like the bowling alley and youth sports are doing a heck of a job here. So Bravo Zulu to those two organizations.
Well, sir, we always pride ourselves with the customer service that a lot of our providers have here, sir.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing Atsugi can be proud of.
Yeah, awesome. Are you a bowler?
No, sir, I'm a gutter.
How about you, Lena?
Not much of a bowler, but
about
now I
your
know how to
kids?
put the bumpers on pretty easily with one touch, so the score's a little bit better these days.
Awesome. Do your kids beat you?
Yes, sometimes they do.
Yeah, mine do as well. I usually find myself watching my kids bowl.
Yeah.
Because I don't like getting beaten by kids. It's a pride thing. Awesome. All right. Well, great episode. Nice job, Master Chief. We're going to miss you when you go down to Sasebo. Lena, well done.
Thank you.
Bravo Zulu to you.
Thank you.
Okay. Have a nice day.